The planet shouldn't have been there, not literally. It occupied a perfectly reasonable orbit around a perfectly unremarkable star in a system that had no particular reason to be interesting. What shouldn't have been there was the signal. A tight, structured electromagnetic pulse repeating on a 17-minute cycle from the planet's northern continent. Not natural, not random, not the kind of thing that happened without intention. Captain Travis Holbrook had been running deep survey missions for 9 years. He knew the difference between a signal and noise. He took the CSS perihelion into orbit. Mia Strand had the sensor feed on her console before they finished their first pass and was already doing the thing she did when something caught her attention, going very still, the way a hunting animal goes still, every part of her focusing on the thing that mattered. "Travis," she said. "I see it," he said from the command chair. "You see the signal. I see the signal. Do you see what's producing it?" He pulled up her feed on his display. The structure was partially buried. 3,000 years of sediment and vegetation had done their patient work, but the geometry was unmistakable once you knew what you were looking at. Regular angles, deliberate spacing, the particular mathematical precision of something built rather than grown. "Is that?" he started. "Yes," Mia said. They looked at it together for a moment. "Nobody's been in this system," Holbrook said. "Ever. We're 4 months from the nearest charted space." "I know," Mia said. "So that can't be." "I know," she said again, "but it is." They took a shuttle down. Standard procedure said you sent drones first. Holbrook sent drones first. The drone footage took 40 minutes to confirm what the orbital scan had suggested, and by then Mia was already in her EVA gear, and Holbrook had decided that standard procedure could make its case to someone who hadn't just found the impossible. The settlement covered approximately 3 square kilometers of a river valley that had silted up sometime in the last millennium, the river itself having shifted course and left the structures high and dry and slowly disappearing into the landscape. Vegetation had claimed most of it, root systems threading through wall joints, trees growing from interior spaces, nature doing what nature did to things left unattended long enough. But the bones were there. Buildings, streets, a central plaza with what might have been a fountain. Infrastructure, pipes, conduits, the buried skeleton of a power distribution system that Mia identified in the first 20 minutes by the specific alloy composition of the fragments she dug from the soil. "The alloy," she said, holding a corroded fragment up to the light. "The composition. The manufacturing technique." She looked at Holbrook. "Travis, this is human construction." "It's not possible," he said. Not arguing. Processing. "I know it's not possible. Humanity has never been in this region of space. The survey records go back 400 years and there's nothing." "The survey records go back 400 years," Mia said quietly. "This is older than that." She set the fragment down carefully. "Much older. They found the archive on the 3rd day, buried deeper than the rest. Deliberately, Mia thought, the placement too intentional to be accidental. A sealed chamber beneath what had been the settlement's largest building, constructed from a material that had resisted 3,000 years of pressure and moisture with the stubborn integrity of something built to last specifically because whatever was inside mattered. The seal took 6 hours to open without damaging the contents. Inside, storage media. Dozens of units, formats that Mia recognized from archaeological databases as early deep survey era, old enough that she needed to fabricate an adapter to read them, which took another day, which was the longest day Travis Holbrook could remember spending on any mission. The files were damaged. 3,000 years was 3,000 years, and even the best preservation had limits. Most of what they recovered were fragments, partial images, corrupted data strings, audio recordings that dissolved into static after a few seconds. But the last log entry was intact. Mia played it once to herself before she called Holbrook in. She needed the moment, needed to sit with it to let it settle, to make sure she understood what she was hearing before she shared it. Then she called him. He sat across from her in the shuttle's small cabin and she played it again. The voice was human, male, tired in the way of someone at the end of something long and difficult, but not defeated. The particular exhaustion that lives on the same side of the line as satisfaction. The audio quality was poor, the reconstruction software filling in gaps as best it could, but the words were clear. Survey log. Final entry. We've been here 3 years. The settlement is established, the beacon is running, and whoever finds this, whenever you find this, you'll know we were here. A pause. We don't know if anyone will come. We don't know if anyone will find the beacon or read these logs or walk these streets. Another pause, shorter. But we built it to last. We built the beacon to keep transmitting. Because that's what you do when you go somewhere nobody's been. The voice changed slightly. Something entering it that wasn't quite certainty but was close. You leave a mark. You make it possible for the next one. A long pause. We'll be back. The recording ended. The shuttle was very quiet. Holbrook looked at the player, at Mia, at the viewport beyond her where the planet's surface was visible in the afternoon light. 3,000 years of a settlement disappearing into the landscape. A beacon still transmitting on a 17-minute cycle because someone had built it to last. 3,000 years, he said. At least, Mia said. Who were they? She shook her head slowly. The records are too damaged. I don't know their names. I don't know which mission. I don't know how they got here or what happened to them after. She looked at the storage media lined up carefully on the shuttle's work table. I know they came. I know they stayed long enough to build something real, and I know they intended to come back. Did they? I don't know. She was quiet for a moment. But we did. Holbrook looked at that for a while. 3,000 years. An unknown crew in an unknown ship. 4 months from anything charted. Building a settlement and a beacon and leaving a log entry for whoever came after them. Not knowing if anyone would. Building it to last anyway. We'll be back. Not a promise to anyone specific. A statement about what humans do. The particular and apparently ancient refusal to go somewhere and leave nothing behind. To pass through without marking the passage. To exist in a place without making it possible for someone else to know they'd been there. He stood up. File a discovery report, he said. Full coordinates, full survey data. He looked at the viewport. And flag it for a full archaeological mission. I want a team here within the year. And the beacon? Mia asked. Holbrook thought about a signal transmitting on a 17-minute cycle for 3,000 years. About the people who had built it specifically so it would still be transmitting when someone arrived. Leave it running, he said. Follow Sci-Fi Shorts for more original sci-fi short stories, HFY, space opera, and life between the stars.